What was the first red flag? Well, the first red flag that I experienced with my abusive ex was actually only a few weeks into knowing one another. And I ignored it at the time when I should have been paying a lot more attention. So he was at my place and I was just coming out of the shower, something like that. And when I came out, he was sitting with my iPad in his lap, glaring at me. I could see how it was opened and accessed just from how he was holding it. He had essentially went through my iPad and all of its contents when I wasn't in the room without permission. Bear in mind, I barely knew him at this time, not like it gives anyone the validation to go ahead and do that, but I barely knew him. And in the past, I was a very trusting person to my detriment. And during these first few weeks when we had met, prior to this iPad incident, I had actually gone on vacation with a friend, and this trip wasn't for the purposes of like partying or anything like that. It was genuinely just like a relaxation and for food type of vacation. So he knew that I was on this trip and he purposefully, when I had got back, looked through my iPad, convinced that I had been cheating on him with every male at the resort I was at. Also, keep in mind, this is a resort. There's gonna be males, females, all kinds of people there. Like, it's a resort where humans go. So, the purpose of scouring my iPad within weeks of knowing one another was to try to catch me in something or to try to expose, get more info on me. And it's really sick, honestly, when I think back. So now you have some context back to the story. And he came at me like guns a-blazing with the accusations, saying, like, who is this person? You lied to me or a cheater. Just went off. I was totally caught off guard and blindsided by this whole confrontation. I remember feeling so small and just even more confused. One, the audacity he had the conviction to actually go through my iPad to try to find dirt on me. Two, violated my privacy and personal boundaries so early on. No trust, no respect. And three, accused me of cheating, lying, and trying to get men's attention because there was some group photos with males. Like, oh, okay, I didn't realize that taking a photo and there happens to be members of the opposite sex there. You've been with them. That's so interesting. So, this entire incident I completely wrote off and ignored when it's a glaring red flag, and I have more to share. So, I wrote this off thinking it was a one off and, oh, he's just jealous and protective. Like, wow. And in the end, I apologized and felt bad when I didn't do anything wrong. These instances are so common and should not be written off. These accusations, the monitoring, the stalking, all of these only escalate.